Hola, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, well, welcome. My name is Judith, and if you guys are just coming back, pues, ¿cómo están? Para los que no hablan inglés. Also turn on your post notifications so you can get notified when I post another video. And anyways, so I decided to make this story time video. This is my first story time that I've ever recorded, so yeah, I hope I do good, because every time I try to tell a story, I always get like off track, and I always end up telling like 5 different stories in one story, and hopefully that won't happen today. I'm gonna try to make it as short as I can so you guys can stay here and watch it. But anyways, it's gonna be about when I first came to the USA, to the United, a los States. But all right, so let's just get to it. So let's go back to when I was 15 years old. I'm gonna be 25 this year. I cannot believe it. Ya estoy ruca, estoy ruquilla, pero bueno. I was 15 years old when my mom was trying to get me to come here, and my mom lived here for probably my entire life. Well, not really. I think it was like 5 years old when she decided to move here to Arizona, and then I was left with my grandparents, who are the ones who raised me. I never had the opportunity to come here until I was 15. I celebrated my quinceañera over there, and then after that it was when all the process started, because well, my mom was trying to get me the papers so I could come here and live here with her and my other sisters, because I have 2 sisters, my mom, my stepdad, and then the rest of the family is in Mexico, in Sonora. So I'm sorry. My speaker just turned off and interrupted me. How rude. Ya, cállate.
Just shut up, shut up, shut up, shut it up.
After my quinceañera, I was approved. We went to Ciudad Juarez so I can get all the papers that I needed in order for me to be here legally and without any issues. So I dropped out of school over there in Mexico, which I'm really glad, because I was doing really bad on my grades and everything. Estaba reprobando todas mis materias. So I was like, yes, I want to move. I want to go over there. I want to learn the language. I want to accomplish my dreams, because that's been one of my dreams since I was a little kid, because I knew my mom was here, and I was like, I want to be there so bad. I want to be there with my mom, with my sisters. I want to learn English. I want to go to Disneyland, which I haven't accomplished yet, but I am one day. But anyways, so yeah, I dropped out of school. We went to Ciudad Juarez to get my papers, because they told us we got approved. I got approved, but it was like a bittersweet moment, because my sister, my medium sister, because I have 2, I'm the oldest, my middle sister, she didn't get approved, and she was the one that was living here with my mom and my younger sister, which is a whole nother story. It was so sad, and we were happy at the same time, because I was gonna get to be here, but she was gonna have to stay in Mexico. So we went to Ciudad Juarez on a Monday, got everything done, came back, well, not came back, just because we were driving the whole time. We drove from Sonora to Ciudad Juarez, and then from Ciudad Juarez we drove to Arizona, to Phoenix. And we got here and it was about like 4 a.m. in the morning. I remember the first place my mom took me was a McDonald's, and I was like, everything for me was like, wow, this is so clean, this is nice, this is so pretty, this is I was just happy. I was like, started seeing everything here, how different everything was. And then we get home. I didn't really get to do a lot. My mom was supposed to work the next day, or that day actually, because we got there at 4 in the morning. So she was supposed to work that day, and we got home. They gave me my room. I started like getting all my stuff, like my luggage, like my maletas. I was putting everything away. I'm sorry. And then I took a nap. I remember I took a nap that day, and I went to sleep for like, I don't know, 2-3 hours. And then so I wake up, we have breakfast, and then my mom tells me that the next thing we're doing is that she's gonna show me my new school. And I was like, oh, well, nice, I'm down, like I want to go see it, like, yeah. So I was not ready for anything. I just put whatever on, and I mean, I thought we were only gonna go take a tour of the school and like go see where I was gonna be at, like I was gonna like do the enrollment process, all of that stuff. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, like, I didn't know nothing. Like, I didn't know how to speak. This how fluent I am right now happened over a year or two for me to be like fluent and be able to speak like this. But when I first got here, I didn't know anything. I mean, I thought I knew because I try to learn some things, and I was in an English class over there, but really over there it's not the same. We were just having fun, like trying to learn, but we didn't really learn anything. Like, I was only like, oh, hello, hi, like, how are you? And I remember how are you was like my main thing, because it was like jaguar, like the animal in Spanish, jaguar, how are you? So that was like the main thing I knew, like, how are you, hello. But anyways, so yeah, we get to the school, and my mom is talking to like the principal and to all the people that are like on the main office and everything, and I was just there like, oh my god, this is so freaking different. This is like, I was just shook at everything. So yeah, we talked to this guy, and I think he was like the principal's assistant, and it was like this gay guy, and he spoke Spanish. So he was like, he came to me and he's like, oh, hola, ¿cómo estás? Sí, ¿te gusta? Esta va a ser tu nueva escuela, y que no sé qué. I'm like, yeah, sí, está muy bonita, sí me gusta. And then, well, he just introduced himself, and then he was like talking to my mom. I was still like looking around because they were kind of showing me. And then, so here comes the bad news. Okay, just keep in mind that it was the first time that I was ever in this country. Okay, it was the first time ever. I got here at 4 a.m. in the morning. I woke up and then I went to my school without knowing anything. No English, no nothing, okay? I didn't know how to speak. I didn't know how to defend myself. Nothing. So the principal's assistant comes back, and then he tells my mom, he's like, oh, pues todo está listo. Si ella se quiere quedar ahorita, se puede quedar. Si ella quiere empezar mañana, lo puede hacer. Como se sienta ella, está bien. Pero pues si se quiere quedar, lo puede hacer ahorita. And I was like, what? I was like, no, it's okay. I can just come back next week when I'm ready and like I get to know everything, like, hello, I'm not gonna stay right now. Like, what the fuck? No. In my mind, that's what was going through my mind. But then my mom was like, sí, pues de hecho sí, porque tengo que trabajar y tengo que hacer esto. And I was like, what? Yeah. You're not about to leave me here, right? I'm not about to stay. I was like, no. And in my mind, at that point, I was thinking of every single excuse that I can say so I won't have to stay. And I was like, well, no tengo nada, no traje mochila, no traje cuadernos, no traje útiles. Yo creo que mejor regreso mañana o a lo mejor la siguiente semana, por favor. So me dicen, oh, no te preocupes, tenemos todo para ti. Lo tenemos todo, aquí tenemos mochila, nosotros tenemos cuaderno, todo lo que ocupes, aquí lo tenemos, mira. So he went to this little like room, whatever, and he had like a whole bunch of like backpacks and pencils and everything you can think of that you could need at a school. So he like throws a bunch of stuff in a backpack and hands it to me, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? Mom. I was like, mami, you're not about to leave me here. No me va a dejar aquí ahorita, ¿verdad? Porque yo no me quiero quedar. No. And then I was like, at that moment, the freaking bell rings and everyone starts to come out of the classrooms and everything, and I start seeing the people and everyone is like dressed up, like wearing their outfits, and I start seeing the people that are there. Like I start seeing like all types of people, like all types, like something I've never seen before either. And I was like, wow. Like, also keep in mind that in Mexico you're gonna see the same people. Obviously, we're all Mexican, we all look alike, we all have almost the same skin color. And when I got here, I started seeing everything, like every type of people, and I was like, whoa, I'm about to stay here? No, I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay here. No, please, Mom, take me. And she's like, no, mijita, no, vas a estar bien. Ándale, ve con él a que te muestre, que no sé qué. Y me dice, ¿crees que sí lo puedes hacer? Y yo, oh my God, me voy a morir, Dios mío. So yeah, so my mom leaves and I'm like, wow, I did not expect this to be my first day of being in the United States. I thought I was gonna like be able to like explore a little bit before going to school here. Like, what the hell? She leaves me there and I'm like, okay, so I just start walking with the principal's assistant and he's like talking to me. He's like, oh, no te preocupes, mira, si tienes algún problema puedes venir conmigo, yo te voy a ayudar y que no sé qué. I was like, okay. He was like trying to make me feel better about staying. And so we start walking around. We get to this hall where my classroom was gonna be at because he told me. And there's a classroom right here and there's a classroom at the end of the hall. So so I see both of them. I just see the doors and he told me that there were classrooms, and I'm like, okay, I mean, they're classrooms. So I'm like, okay, fine. And then he's like, solo espérame un ratito aquí, déjame ir por algo. I don't know what he went and did, okay? I don't know where he went, but he left me there. This guy, after he's telling me that I could go with him for help, that I could like reach out to him, he leaves me. He just left me. He left me there. He never came back. After that, I never saw that guy again. Like, what the? You were just offering me help and how you were gonna help me, and he just left me there, standing there on the hall, and I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? he gave me a paper where I had my class, like my classes in order and everything. And I guess I wasn't gonna go to many different classrooms because I was just gonna be like in an English class where I was gonna learn, where I was gonna be like with the beginners. And then out of nowhere, this girl, I went to like walk around that same area, and I go to the classroom that's on this side, not at the end of the hall, but this side. And I see that the door was open, and I see this girl. She sees me and she's like, "Hey!" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, fuck." She's talking to me like, "What the fuck do I say?" And I was like, "Yes." She's like, "No, yo hablo español. ¿A dónde vas?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Oh, cool, you speak Spanish." It was like such a relief for me. And she's like, "Sí hablas español, ¿verdad?" I was like, "Sí." I was like, "Estoy perdida, no sé a dónde ir. Me dejaron aquí y me dejaron este papel, no sé a dónde ir." So she looks at the paper and she's like, "Oh, aquí vas en este salón con nosotros." And I'm like, "Oh, that's great." I was like, "Oh, no, pues, ay, qué bueno," le dije, porque estaba perdida, no sabía para dónde ir. And then everybody from that classroom comes up to me like I'm a piece of meat. I'm a freaking, I don't know, I'm a freaking alien. I don't know what I am, but everyone is like around me, like trying to ask me questions, where I'm coming from, like all of this. And I was like, oh my god, I'm a little more relaxed, but at the same time, like, I'm overwhelmed. All these people are like trying to ask me questions. And then so I start telling them and everything, and they're like, "Oh, nice. Well, yeah, this is gonna be your classroom. Aquí vas a estar con nosotros. Nosotros te vamos a ayudar. Si quieres, pues nomás dinos y nosotros te vamos a ayudar también." So yeah, we get to lunchtime, and I was still like, like in shock. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm here." We go to the lunchroom, and we're trying to get food. And guys, it was like the most horrible thing ever because I didn't understand anything. Like, everyone was speaking so fast. Everyone was like, English, 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 English. I'm like, I was so scared. I was so scared at that point because I was like, oh my god, if they leave me alone for a second, I'm gonna die. Sorry, I was being dramatic, and I realized that I never got to the point that I was actually trying to get. And the point was that we went to the cafeteria, and I was holding up the line. Everyone was looking at me crazy because I was holding the line and I wasn't understanding the shit that everyone was telling me because they were speaking English to me. So I was like, what the heck? Take me out of here. So yeah, over here I'm just being dramatic again and telling you how scared I was because I really was, but I got over it, and now we're back to another topic. Okay, bye. After I got home, I remember my stepdad was trying to get me to go to school in a bus for me to take the bus, and I was like, really? I was like, how are you gonna send me to school in a bus? Why can't you take me? Or he was trying to like get me to ride my bike, like a bike they had for me in there, and I was like, I just got here. I don't know the streets. I'm gonna get fucking lost. How am I gonna do that? So yeah, the next day, my little sister took me to the bus stop that I was supposed to go to in order for the bus to pick me up, and that was a really hard time also because I mean, everybody, I'm sure, already knew each other, already seen who everyone is, and they were also looking at me crazy, and oh my god. So yeah, after 2 months, I was barely getting used to it, but I was still having a hard time. I would be one of those kids. I was getting more used to the school, but then at the same time, I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have who to speak with. I was bad. It was like it took me a long time for me to get used to it, probably like half year. After I was more comfortable, I honestly, since I didn't have many friends and I couldn't make a lot more friends because I didn't go to like a lot of different classrooms, so I didn't get to meet a lot of new people. So yeah, it took me about a year to learn it, and after that I just started like getting better and better and better. I mean, my accent's still here. My accent is like, I don't know if it's ever gonna go away, but I made it. I made it. For anybody that went through the same thing as me, I'm proud of you. I'm very, very, very proud of you. Porque lo hiciste, my friend. You did it, and you're here, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, and don't care about what people say about your accent. Don't care about it. Love it. I make fun of it too sometimes. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, just sure. Like, I be saying things like that just to make fun of myself and to like just to embrace my accent, and it's not a big deal to me anymore. So yeah, that's my story of when I first got here. It was crazy. I can't believe it's been about 10 years now since I've got here. And well, I'm really proud of myself. And si les gustaría ver esta historia en español, pues déjenme sus comentarios. No sé la verdad si sea necesario, ya que pues muchos de mis amigos que me siguen en las redes sociales hablan los dos idiomas. O sí, hay muchas personas de México que me siguen, pero pues si lo quieren ver en español, déjenme sus comentarios. So yeah, that was all, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Like this video and turn on your post notifications. Okay, pues bye. Muchas gracias por mirar mi video. Los quiero mucho, los quiero mil. Y nos vemos hasta la próxima. See you guys next time. Bye.
90s baby, I'm a 90s baby. Straight to the point, even though a nigga wavy. Yeah, I got the sauce, got the juice, got the gravy. 90s baby, I'm a 90s baby. You can take me out the streets, but you can't take the streets from me.